Life isn't always easy, so how do you develop the strength to face life's challenges? In this message, Archangel Michael explains how to develop true strength so we can face life's challenges without being overwhelmed. Hi, my name's Stefan. I'm a channel of angels and divine beings. I've been channeling angels and divine beings now for around 6 years, and they've helped me to develop more strength and more love and made my life much easier just through their blessings. In this video, Archangel Michael will explain 3 ways you can develop more strength and be prepared to face what life has to throw at you. So let's begin the channeling and hear from Archangel Michael. Hello, this is the Archangel Michael. Now, I want to say that everything you chose in your life, you came to this planet, you came to this rebirth with a specific goal in mind. And even though you don't remember what you were doing before you came into this life, you came here with a mission, a certain kind of divine intention that you must realize is enormously powerful. So in this life, some of you have come here to let go of anger. Some of you have come here to open your hearts. Many of you have come in order to go deeper into spiritual truths. And in some sense, your path is one of challenges. Your path is one of immense hardships, because even though you don't realize it, you're all going to face hardships. You're all going to face some challenges that are very difficult. Now, I'm not trying to be all doom and gloom here. I'm just being realistic. Every single person who comes to this planet has to face very, very challenging, difficult, painful experiences. Now, for some of you, you've suffered before. You know what it's like. You've been there, you've done that. You know what to expect. But there are some of you who have never really suffered that much. You've had relatively pleasant lives without anything really terrible going on. That's good, and I think it should be that way. It's nice to have joy in life. But one of the things I want to say is that sooner or later, something bad will happen. It's just part of life. It's part of being a human being. So why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because I want you to expect both good and bad. I want you to have a realistic expectation of your future. Now, for some of you, the things that happen, they mightn't be all that bad. They mightn't be really awful. You might just have a health crisis or a mental health crisis, or you might face a challenge with your love life or with your work life, or some kind of challenge that really is not very fun, but is not all that bad. Some of you won't suffer all that much, but there are others who will suffer quite a bit. And the reason I'm telling you this is because if you start to transform yourself, if you start to work on yourself, and you start to really go deeper into blessings, spiritual depths, spiritual openings, and transforming your mind, transforming your experiences, then you can prepare yourself. You can be stronger, you can be healthier, you can be more positive. And when the bad things do happen, you'll be able to cope with them. You'll be able to deal with them. So the main topic of this message is, how do you prepare yourself for the hardships of life? Okay, so what I want to say is that there are 3 things I would tell you about becoming a stronger person. The first thing I want to say is that strength comes from 2 things. It comes from love and it comes from wisdom. When you are wise, you know realistically what life is about. Then you're more ready to cope with life. You're less thrown a curveball when something bad happens, because you know it's part of life. You're already ready for it. And the second thing that prepares you for hardship is love. When you generate more love, when you care for the human race, not just your friends and family, but you start to care for the whole human race, then you become easy. The challenges become easy. You can deal with them. You can glide through them. You can flow through them. Those are the things I wanted to say about getting prepared. Now, the second thing I want to say is that even though it may look like you've suffered quite a bit in your life, it probably hasn't been all that bad. It probably hasn't been as bad as you think. And some of the things that we've gone through may be upsetting, may be difficult, but not necessarily really, really, really difficult. But if you're ready, if you're prepared for the next 13, 15, 20 years of your life, you can be really, really compassionate and really, really generous and really, really kind. And if you develop this kind of love in your heart, this kind of compassion and this kind of openness to the human race, then you will be the kind of person that absolutely is a rock. You will be a rock. You will be strong enough to help others, to show others the way, to give others the strength they need, and you'll also have your own strength. That's the second thing I wanted to say. And the last thing I want to say is that sometimes everything in life, everything that happens to you, it happens to make you a certain person. So even if it's bad, even if it's not going to be pleasant, it's part of your soul mission. It's part of your destiny. And your destiny is leading you to becoming a more compassionate, open, beautiful person. And so even the bad things, they're part of your gifts. Even the challenges are part of your gifts. Because if you incorporate the lessons, if you open your heart, and if you use it to get in touch with the truth that everyone on this planet has to suffer, the truth that no one goes through life without suffering, then you can really transform yourself. And so, in a sense, both the good and the bad are your gifts. Everything that happens to you is your gift. So that's what I wanted to say. We'll talk soon. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you're interested in a divine channeled reading or a divine channeled healing from an archangel, please visit my website, theangelicschool.com. And if you're interested in hearing Archangel Michael's tips, 3 easy tips you can use to manifest more money, please click on this link here. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.